Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Today is Saturday, the 26th of August, 2023. I think I want to go through all the physical stuff that we're going through first, because people do like to know they're not alone in that. Now, obviously, not medical advice. If pain persists, please see your doctor. But, wow. I think it was 2 calls ago, because it was certainly after the 9th, that I talked about not being hit this hard physically in a long time. And then it did feel like we went through a period of, we had a bit of space to integrate what was going on. But this week has been insane. And I've been getting visuals for why it's happening, which I'll kind of go into a bit later if I can. But essentially what it feels like is data, information overload coming into the brain, into the head. And it's getting stuck for a lot of us just here, which is causing a lot of pain up here, and these muscles are just becoming solid, causing headaches, all of that. But it's essentially just like this data dump. I've even had it to the point of I can feel the electricity in my brain. It's really quite strange. And one night it got so strong, the only way I could describe it was like my brain had pins and needles. And the next thing that seems to be connected is this space, the heart space, the lungs. It's kind of hard to explain, but the best way I can explain it is it's like if you've rubbed Vicks vapor rub or something menthol here. It's that cold heat, if that makes sense. It's like you've taken a really deep breath of really cold air, but then it spreads and warms. And to me, this is, because I talked about it last week, the opportunity to strengthen the heart-mind connection for those who have already kind of got that connection happening, or for those who are in their heads to start to drop into their hearts more. It seems to be that this data is connected to that. It's connected to this heart connection. I've noticed that sometimes it feels like you're having breathing difficulty, or you can't quite catch your breath, but it seems to be mental, not actually physical. Because if your mind gets distracted, if you start doing something else, you realize you didn't have any breathing issues when in retrospect. You weren't thinking about your breathing, you weren't focused on your breathing, you weren't struggling breathing if the mind's out of the way. But there's also been a lot of, I would say, unconscious. You kind of realize you're doing it again in retrospect. Unconscious. It's like when you've been sobbing really hard and you automatically get that that thing happening. We're kind of doing that involuntarily too, because it seems to be a way of clearing this space. And then the next thing, which is also seems to be connected, is the cramping is back, but it's the lower legs and feet. And I think that is this energy finally getting into, like, running through the body and trying to ground. But I know headaches have been rife, dizziness. Oh, it's also affecting, for me anyway, my concept of time is pretty much non-existent this week. I'm surprised I've even made it here today. Again, if it wasn't for a physical diary, I don't know where I'd be. And the classic example was waking up about 3 days ago. I was in the kitchen making coffee. Darius said something that it triggered a memory. And I said to him, did you say to me a few days ago this thing in regards to America, or did I dream it a few days ago? And he said, I haven't said that to you. You must have dreamt it. I said, I must have dreamt it a few days ago. It feels like it's days old, but I forgot to say something, or I forgot about it. And then later that day, he said to me, why did you say that to me this morning? And I said, so what? He said, that about that thing you reckon I said. I said, that wasn't this morning. I said that to you days ago. And he went, no, you said it this morning. And my whole body went into cognitive dissonance. I could not fathom it happened that morning. And even when I said it that morning, it felt days old. It's like being told that my birthday was yesterday when I know it wasn't. And that's the best example I've got, but that's been pretty consistent of my sense of time. And it all just feels connected to all this data that's coming into the head. Cramps. Yep, got that. It does feel like it's, especially with it getting caught here, there is some resistance to it. Our bodies are resisting it. I think it's just too much. And I explained it this way in a conversation with someone, and I've had 2 other people explain it to me in the same way. It's like they've just had the biggest jigsaw puzzle in the world dumped into their head, and now they're all sort of in pieces right in front of them, and they just don't know where to start, and they can't quite put the picture together. And 3 of us independently explained it the same way. So that was wild. I slept with crystals in my socks last night. I was going nuts. Oh, wow. So to me, this is all part of the everything on the other side of 8-8 gets better, even though I know that as of the 9th, in equal measure, the bullshit has also been there. But it feels like a lot of it feels empty. I mean, obviously they have gotten away with some things like Hawaii. It's like the minute we hit the 9th and that green path started to get pinked, so to speak, the fearmongering just went into overdrive in order to try and lower us again, pull us back down. But a lot of that fearmongering does feel empty, although, as we've known since 2016, as long as this place is running, they will not stop. We know that. And because of the free will program, they can get away with certain things. So the other thing that seems to be happening is, that's coming at me anyway, is all of these dreams and downloads and insights that people are getting, that are all pointing to what's left of this month and next month just being, wow, like everything. Darius was given the date of the 24th earlier in the week. He felt like it was both August and September, but he didn't know what it was in relationship to. But the 24th turned out to be the day that Trump was arrested again. Apparently the first time he posted on Twitter since January of 21, and the first mugshot released. He felt very strongly it was connected to that this time, but he's expecting something on the 24th of next month as well.
Hi, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you're interested in the full 1.5 hour conversation, link is in the description. And if not, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.